Hi, my name is Megan Anderson and I'm a Team Beachbody coach, and I wanted to put together a little bit of a video today about insanity. So insanity is actually my all-time favorite workout to do. There are many reasons why I love insanity. Now, I didn't always feel that way about the program. When I first tried insanity after I given birth to my third son, I struggled, and after 2 weeks I quit. It was hard. My stomach and back hurt me. I mean, it was a tough workout. So while it's not recommended for everybody, I can give you a lot of my tips and tricks that I use in order to get through the program, have really great results, and have really great form so you can get those results. And that really is the key to any of the programs, not just Insanity, but T25, P90X, P90X3, to have proper form. If you don't have proper form, you're not only going to hurt yourself, but you won't see the results that you're looking for. I can honestly tell you that by listening to the trainers and following their lead about tightening your core and keeping your back straight has helped me in everyday life as much as in my workouts. I have 3 kids, so in and out of the car seats, groceries up and down the staircase. I mean, I can't tell you how much easier some of those things are in daily life from fixating on proper form. So my favorite workout, Insanity. I loved the results it gave me. I think the other big thing was I got to eat according to the nutritional plan. It wasn't like, low calories. You had to eat a lot to burn. So that was right up my alley. So what I'll do is I wanted to show you guys some of the things that I have, tools that I use to make things a little bit easier. There's a couple exercises that I'll show you so that it's not so scary. Number one, probably big tip is take your time. Don't try to be as fast as Shaun T and the other participants because you're just not gonna be. They've been doing it for a really long time, so they're gonna be fast. They're, sort of experts, if you will, on the program. They're either athletes or coaches, and they've been doing it for a long time. So tip number one is definitely don't try to keep up with them. Even slowing things down so you can get the form, that's really huge, because then as you get better at it, then you can start to speed things up. And you can tell and you can feel in your body that form and that pattern that you're holding depending on the exercise. So don't try to keep up. Let's see. So I'm going to show you some of the tools that I have because it makes some of the exercises a little bit easier. This is a jump mat, and when I first got it with my first program, I was like, what is this dumb mat? I really honestly didn't know. This was years and years ago. And actually helps a real lot with absorption. I have hard floors here, so this is huge for me. I got 2 of them. Sometimes I line them up on a T so that I can make sure to do this way and lateral and horizontal moves and use the mat. And I really love that. Doing push-ups and things on them without the skid too. It doesn't move, so it's kind of like how yoga mats are on the bottom. Jump mat. I love jump mat. Shaun T has you doing a lot of planking and floor work too, right? So this is actually from Target, but this is a soft cloth on top and a rubber back. So when I'm doing my planks and my push-ups, I use this all the time to go with my hands, because otherwise my hands are getting slippery and sweaty and you do not want to hurt yourself. So I have this lined up usually against the wall on an opposite end, so when we get to plank push-ups or plank walks, I can use my long mat, floor sprints, any of that, and I do not slip, slide, whatever, and I can keep my form so I can continue to get those results. Push-ups. Everybody, when they first get started, has trouble with push-ups. Me included. I cannot do tons and tons of push-ups. I still have to go down to my knees. So, I love the push-up stands, okay? I wouldn't say they're a cheat, but they definitely help you with form, which is what we're looking for, right? So with push-up stands, now this is something that you can get, anywhere pretty much. Beachbody does have them, but you can get them, Dick's, Walmart. I've seen them everywhere, online, Amazon. So what you're wanting to do is, they have a rubber bottom too. You stick them underneath your shoulders as you would do a normal push-up. Okay, and you can also do tricep push-ups. You can do it this way. They're really great as far as being able to be a first-time person doing a push-up. And so, pretty much you're just using it the same way as you would anything else. Your range of motion is that much better, that much greater, and you can still also always come down onto your knees if you need to. You can also use them for dips. So they're really universal for all kinds of things, but those are definitely a favorite that I have, especially some of the longer insanity programs where you do a lot of different push-ups and planks and stuff like that. Your wrists start to bother you. I'm not gonna lie. Even persons that have done it for a long time, for weeks in a row, your wrists start to bother you when you start doing them. And you don't want to give up. You don't want to say, hey, my wrists are bothering me, I don't want to do this anymore. It just means that you need to change your grip, change the way you're holding your hands and things like that without risking your form. Okay, so a couple of the moves, or one other things we want to talk about besides the tools that are going to help you with your form and results. Your knees. This is huge. I see so many people. Don't lock your knees ever. You almost always want to be in this bent knee position for everything. I can't tell you how many times I actually say to myself, wow, I'm so glad that I'm not standing straight up. When you're doing any sort of jumping, you're always wanting to be flexible in your knees. So like if you're doing any kind of, jump, knee jump, you're staying like this, okay? If you're doing any squatting, jumping, whatever it is, you gotta keep them bent, because if you come up, you're gonna lock, you can hurt yourself, not good. Always keep your knees soft. Those trainers aren't telling us tips and tricks as they're teaching the class just to hear themselves speak. Actually, really listening to them is huge. And as you're going through the motions, and they're showing you the moves, listen to every key point that they're telling you, because they know what they're talking about. We talked about slowing down, okay? So a big thing for me is the jumps, the power jumps, the diamond jumps. I cannot keep up with them still, but I feel like it's important enough for me to do a few of them in a slower manner, and so I do that. So one of the things you can do, again, is slow things down. You want to start from the bottom. Always start from the bottom with any of your jumps. This is just going to help you to get off the ground better. And you don't have to jump up like a maniac either. So you can come down. And same thing with the power jumps. Start down. It's way easier to come up than come down, right? So you start down. Keep your knees soft. Do a few of them until you can get down your form and down how you want to do them in the proper way. Then you can start to speed it up, but only then, okay? Touching the floor. This one is huge too. So many people, when they go down to do any type of moves on the floor, they're wrenching over, or they're not coming down, or they're bending over. You really want to make sure that you're squatting like this, and you're keeping your back straight when you come down. Even if you can't get all the way to the floor, eventually you will. Slow it down. Keeping your back flat, right? All the way to the floor, like that. Don't hunch over like this. You can hurt yourself, okay? So keeping your back flat, keeping your knees bent, all of those things, it's going to just give you the best results. Okay, so planks and push-ups are kind of my last thing. For the most part, you guys have seen me do this before, but it's just, again, so important. If you want to get a tight core, you have to make sure to keep your core tight when you're doing these moves. So, hope you can see me good from here. Keeping your arms right underneath your shoulders. Legs out, back flat, planks. Doing plank walks. Keeping your body straight. Keeping your body straight. If you have to come down on your knees, you can come down on your knees. If you wanted to be doing tricep push-ups, All the rules apply. Keeping your back flat, keeping your arms underneath your shoulders. And then instead of coming out with traditional push-ups, you're scraping your elbows down the side of your arms. 1, 2, always looking out, 3 feet in front of you. Okay? So those are pretty much my tips. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Again, I wouldn't be putting this out there unless I knew you could get the best results. As long as you have the proper form, you're gonna love it. The format of the warm-up and the stretch that he puts just before the workout starts, my favorite. I don't think my flexibility has increased so much in my entire life as going through his program. You know, it took me probably a year to really get the exercises good. I still, you know, struggle, but now it's just fun because I know what the moves are. So stick with it and stay consistent and you'll get the results too. Message me if you have any questions.